A Christmas photo released by the royal family features a bad Photoshop job where Prince Louis's finger appears to be missing. And this is sweet. Meghan Markle said she has a finger they can use if they need it. President Trump also announced a new trade deal with the UK. All that Britain demands in return is that we keep these two.
No! No! I refuse! I'm sick of it!
Elon built electric cars. He's going to Mars. Why isn't he even involving himself with Twitter? It would be like if the Prince of England gave it all up just to marry an actor from Suits.
So, you and Mike.
I know, it's a lot.
Do you want to talk about it?
Of course I do.
Okay, I think we should start with the most important emotional question.
Okay.
I'm actually getting worried for you.
You don't know the half of it.
Meghan Markle really thought she had left the yacht girl whispers behind for good, like buried deep, never to be heard again. But oh no, Colin Jost just had to go there, didn't he? One cheeky SNL joke and bam. Everything exploded online like a forgotten scandal waiting to resurface. Suddenly, the internet is acting like a bunch of digital detectives, dusting off every piece of Meghan's past like it's some royal crime mystery. And spoiler alert, it's messy. Like, really messy? Timelines not matching, photos popping up, and people are starting to ask, is Meghan Markle really who we think she is? Or is she just a brilliant PR invention? So buckle up, grab your drink. This is about to get real juicy.
Meghan Markle's characters struggle to balance her legal career while also caring for an unemployed immigrant.
No, nobody wants these two.
Two of them actually need to sit down quietly with a therapist.
Stop, because they get litigious. Here it comes.
Reopen British markets for American companies. All that Britain demands in return.
Has suggested that the then Meghan Markle likely spent time with Prince Andrew and Jeffrey Epstein before she even met Prince Harry.
It all started with a smirk.
Nasty, and says he feels sorry for Prince Harry because his wife is a lot to deal with.
Child, one thing about me, if you tell me a secret, it is safe for me because I'ma forget. I be forgetting. I don't be remembering nothing, and 9 times out of 10 while you were telling me the secret, I wasn't listening no way because I be singing songs in my head.
So here's how the firestorm started. Saturday Night Live decided to go nuclear. Colin Jost, during a segment that lit up social media like wildfire, cracked a joke at Meghan's expense. And no, it wasn't lighthearted. He dragged up those old yacht girl photos, yes, those ones, and insiders say Meghan was absolutely livid when she saw it, like raging mad. From the glitzy lights of the SNL stage straight into the messiest corners of gossip blogs, Meghan's past isn't just knocking, it kicked the door in. And now, it's front and center again, and let's just say it's not giving Duchess.
I always wanted to read about your wellness journey when I'm hungover in college. Meghan's magical yacht adventures.
Like, guys, wasn't there some speculation that she was on Epstein's yacht at one point in time?
Most of Meghan Markle's yacht girl pics have been scrubbed from the internet.
But Meghan Markle has been accused of being a former yacht girl. They're also claiming that she could have spent time with Prince Andrew and Jeffrey Epstein, but there's evidence that suggests that she went on Epstein's yacht at the same time as Prince Andrew. There's evidence that suggests that she went on Epstein's yacht at the same time as Prince Andrew or meeting Prince Harry.
This wasn't just some lazy SNL punchline. Colin's joke, it was a calculated hit, like tossing a match onto a pile of dry receipts. He wasn't poking fun at a misunderstanding. He was shading her entire brand. The polished princessy image, yeah. That's what he came for. And the worst part? It called back everything Meghan's tried desperately to scrub from her past. The yacht girl narrative, the one that's haunted her for years, suddenly got pulled right back into the spotlight. And even Meghan's usually genius PR team couldn't put out this fire. It was too late. The damage? Already done.
In suffering, I suffered for 19 years. It's time for me to shake my ass on a yacht. In a song.
And then the internet did what it does best. They went full CSI. At first, everyone was chuckling at the joke, but oh honey, that laugh turned into a witch hunt fast, because just before the SNL bit aired, some very suspicious old photos started making the rounds again. We're talking grainy, zoom in and enhance kind of yacht pics. Champagne, rich dudes, sunny skies, and right in the middle, a woman who looks a lot like Meghan, pre-royalty Meghan, flaunting designer swimwear like she owns the boat. No name on the photo, sure, but Reddit, TikTok, Twitter, they were on the case faster than Meghan could say privacy. From bracelets to posture to the angle of the sun, people were connecting dots like it was a full-blown episode of Dateline. And the commentary, brutal. One person even posted, Prince Harry married a talentless Soho house girl and admitted they'd seen the pic before, but this time it hit different. This wasn't just about the photo anymore, it was about what the photo represented. Was Meghan's Cinderella story just really good branding? And while Meghan stayed completely silent, the world started stitching the story together without her. That picture wasn't blurry, it was crystal, so clear even royal guards would have to blink twice. But the gag? It's when the photo was taken, not during some college phase. Nope. It resurfaced smack during her Suits era, right when she was chugging green juice, preaching self-love, and name-dropping every feel-good cause imaginable.
Such a unique time because we couldn't say that I was leaving necessarily. It was speculated. So after 7 years on the series, we couldn't have a going away party. I couldn't say my goodbyes.
Oh, that's so sad.
I know. So,
See, Meghan's whole appeal wasn't just that she joined the royal family, she rebranded herself into it. Cable TV actress to Duchess? That's a move most people only dream of. And on the surface, she made it look flawless, but when those yacht pictures resurfaced, people started asking real questions. The timeline, not matching up. One outlet flat out called the image suspicious. Like, if Meghan was hanging out on luxury yachts with big shot men before Harry slid into her DMs, are we even talking about a fairy tale here? Or was this whole romance more strategic? And then Colin Jost went for the jugular. He didn't just make a Meghan reference, he implied what fans and skeptics alike have whispered for years, that Meghan didn't just stumble into a tiara. She networked her way there. With strategy, with charm, with a contact list that probably has billionaires on speed dial. The crowd laughed, headlines exploded, and rumor has it, Meghan may or may not have chucked her phone across the room. Because mockery? It cuts different. And the scariest part, Meghan's entire public image is paper thin, delicate. One good poke and it crumbles.
NBC has announced plans for a spin-off to the hit series Suits, which will be set in Los Angeles. It will focus on Meghan Markle's character's struggle to balance her legal career while also caring for an unemployed immigrant.
Her brand isn't built on authenticity, it's built on perfection. Glossy filters, curated posts, scripted interviews. But once the real-world mess leaks in, that fantasy starts looking a lot like PR fiction. And guess what? Word on the street is there's a documentary expose coming next month. One insider literally said, let's just say someone's panicking.
Harold, can I get the rest of the files on the ballet case?
Sure, let me grab them for you.
Thank you.
What is it about ballet? I don't get it, you know? There's no words, there's no story, there's no action. It's just all... And like... I don't... Please tell me that Lewis isn't behind me.
Lewis isn't behind you. Hi.
Let's rewind for a second. Those infamous yacht photos? They've actually been around for a while, lurking in shady forums, gossip sites, and sketchy blog posts. But you know why they never made waves back then? Because Meghan still had the whole underdog, victim narrative going for her. She was Cinderella trying on the slipper, remember? No one wanted to question the fairy tale. Anyone who dared even hint at her past was labeled racist, bitter, or all three. But fast forward to now, the glow-up is starting to crack. That Spotify deal, gone. Netflix hype, fizzling out. Even that Rose brand she pushed, roasted into oblivion. And now, those whispers about yachts? They're no longer whispers, they're full-blown internet investigations. We're talking guest lists, metadata, and verified image origins. And Meghan? Still silent. Not a tweet, not an inspirational quote, no moody black and white selfie. Nada. And you know what? That silence isn't comforting. It's suspicious because let's be honest, if that wasn't her in those pics, wouldn't she have said something by now? Where's the statement? The lawsuit? The PR spin? Instead we get crickets. And in this day and age, silence doesn't scream innocence. It screams cover up. Even Meghan's most loyal fans are struggling right now. Usually they're quick with the clapbacks. The media is so mean. The UK was toxic, yada yada. But now, radio silence. And it's not because they don't care. It's because there's just no spin for this one. It's hard to defend yacht party photos when your whole brand screams struggle, integrity, purpose. And when the vibes go from activist duchess to maybe influencer with a past, that's a PR nightmare no amount of lighting can fix.
Elon built electric cars, he's going to Mars. Why is he even involving himself with Twitter? It would be like if the Prince of England gave it all up just to marry an actor from Suits.
And don't even get me started on how the internet reacted. The second that joke aired, the memes exploded. TikTok turned into a Meghan Markle forensic lab. There were side-by-side edits showing her transformation from lifestyle blogger to duchess to what some are now calling a PR-tired entrepreneur. Instagram Reels started highlighting how content that didn't fit her new vibe mysteriously gone, just like that, vanished, poof. Like Snapchat stories that never existed. And even the media outlets that used to be fully Team Meghan, they're switching sides. They're using words like over-curated, inconsistent, and the one that hits hardest, inauthentic. And here's the brutal truth. Meghan can handle hate. She's handled worse. But mockery? That's different. You can't spin mockery into sympathy. Colin didn't just joke about her, he made her a punchline. And that's a whole new kind of downfall.
11, go, do it.
Meghan, open the case.
And that joke, it didn't just land, it unleashed hell. Suddenly, everyone, and I mean everyone, was digging. Late night hosts, gossip vloggers, tea channels, all turning into detectives, industry insiders, whispering, photographers getting calls to search their archives. That's never a good sign because, let's be clear, the yacht girl thing, it's not sticking because it's scandalous. It's sticking because it's symbolic. It represents the disconnect between Meghan's sleek, positive, curated image and whatever might have actually been happening behind closed doors. And that is where the real drama lives.
She stuck him in another country. He no longer has a job. He doesn't speak to his family, and he has minor children in the United States.
Because if Meghan built her image on being misunderstood, silenced, and targeted, then what happens if she wasn't the victim all along? What if she wasn't dragged into a story she didn't write? What if she wrote the story herself and just didn't expect it to boomerang back? Now, this is no longer about gossip threads or side-eye tweets. This is viral. This is public. This is culture. Colin's joke took it from rumor to reality. And when something becomes a joke, it stops being just a scandal. It becomes a reference point. Meghan Markle didn't just lose the narrative, she became the meme.
Trump also announced a new trade deal with the UK. All that Britain demands in return is that we keep these two.
No! I refuse! I'm sick of it!
And once that happened, the balance of power shifted. Meghan was no longer controlling her own story through Oprah interviews or glossy podcast edits. Now it's TikTok comments, reaction videos, YouTubers breaking it all down like courtroom attorneys, and that kind of mockery, it sticks and it spreads. And guess what insiders are saying? Meghan lost it after the SNL episode aired, not just upset, furious. Because unlike negative press, you can't sue a joke. You can't threaten sarcasm with legal action. And you definitely can't delete yacht photos from the internet when Reddit detectives are posting them faster than her PR team can blink.
I always wanted to read about your wellness journey when I'm hungover in college. Meghan's magical yacht adventures.
Like, guys, wasn't there some speculation that she was on Epstein's yacht at one point in time?
Most of Meghan Markle's yacht girl pics have been scrubbed from the internet.
But Meghan Markle has been accused of being a former yacht girl. They're also claiming that she could have spent time with Prince Andrew and Jeffrey Epstein, but there's evidence that suggests that she went on Epstein's yacht at the same time as Prince Andrew. There's evidence that suggests that she went on Epstein's yacht at the same time as Prince Andrew or meeting Prince Harry.
Word is Meghan was calling up her media allies ASAP, literally begging them to shift focus, charity work, positive coverage, anything, but it was too late. The storm had already hit, and the yacht photos, they were everywhere. The memes, endless. TikTok, obsessed. It wasn't just bad press anymore, it was a PR meltdown. And poor Harry, he's not just watching this unfold, he's part of it. His name, his face, his story, all tied to Meghan's. People are now calling him the prince who gave up everything for a woman who never left the spotlight. Even royal insiders are whispering, Is this chaos driving a wedge between him and his family? Or even between him and Meghan? Because while Meghan is reportedly scrambling, Harry is retreating. Quiet, distant, unreachable. And the Sussex fairy tale? It might be cracking. From the inside out. And Hollywood? Oh, they're definitely watching this mess unfold. Behind the scenes, people are talking. Executives, PR agencies, reps. They're not gossiping, they're evaluating. Because in that world, the only thing worse than being unpredictable is being uncontrollable. Meghan used to be the hot name on every invite list. Brand deals, speaker panels, charity events. Now, not so much. Her name's being left out, quietly, subtly, but purposefully. Not because she's irrelevant, but because she's become a liability, and no one in the biz wants to bet on a loose cannon with an exploding past. Because when you rewrite your past to fit your audience, eventually those versions start clashing. And when they do, it gets ugly. That's what's happening now. The yacht photos, they're not the real scandal. They're the entry point. The door that opened a vault full of contradictions and erasures. It's not about being on a yacht with rich people. Let's be real. Most people wouldn't even care. What's causing the storm is pretending it never happened, deleting it, silencing anyone who brings it up, and then crafting this airtight narrative of being pure, targeted, misunderstood. And then Colin Jost, well, he lit the fuse. One punchline. One tiny moment and the whole damn PR operation blew wide open. There's even a clip floating around where someone sarcastically lists her yacht yoga routine, and the sad part, it's not the rumor that hurts her, it's that people believe it might be true. That's how deep the cracks are now. And Meghan? Still radio silent. Not a denial, not a statement, not even a dramatic quote about healing and transformation. And that silence, it's deafening. Her fans, the loyal ones, are trying their best, screaming that this is misogyny, that it's all about racism, that people just hate successful American women. But deep down, even they know. This isn't about hate, this is about consequences. Because here's the truth, you can only gaslight the public for so long before they start putting the puzzle together. And once that mask starts slipping, it's not the press or the trolls that become your biggest threat, it's the normal people, the ones who've been paying attention, tracking every move, piecing it all together. They're the ones creating podcasts, YouTube breakdowns, viral blogs, and they're saying the one thing no royal statement, no PR team, no publicist can fight. We're not buying it anymore. Colin may have cracked the door open with one joke, but the internet kicked that door off the hinges. And now Meghan's standing there in the full spotlight, no filter, no script, nowhere to run, because when your brand relies on erasing the past, but the receipts still exist, you're not just building a brand, you're running from the truth. And the internet, darling, it never forgets. Even if the yachts disappear, even if the PR posts keep rolling in, even if the story is rewritten again and again, the screenshots, the videos, the timelines, they live forever. And when your entire identity is based on looking perfect, even one meme can ruin everything. Colin made a joke, the internet delivered the receipts, and Meghan, she's got nowhere left to hide.